The Secret War with Iran, the 30-year clandestine struggle against the world's most dangerous terrorist power, by Ronen Bergman, translated by Ronnie Hope, narrated by Dick Hill. Copyright 2007 by Ronen Bergman. Translation copyright 2008 by Simon & Schuster, Incorporated. This unabridged audiobook is published by arrangement with Ronen Bergman and Sterling Lord Literaristic, and was produced in the year 2008 by Tantor Media, Incorporated, which holds the copyright thereto. For my father, Shmuel Bergman, he sets the standards for kindness, honesty, and devotion. Preface. George W. Bush famously described Iran as part of the axis of evil, while Iranian leaders regularly refer to the United States as the Great Satan. But presidential rhetoric in Washington and Tehran aside, the Iranian clerical regime, and not the Iranian people, is unquestionably an enemy of the United States. Consider, Iran has chemical weapons and an active nuclear weapons program. It is a sponsor of international terrorism. It is dedicated to spreading a brand of Islamic revolution that is virulently anti-Western. In short, many of the concerns that were cited and disputed as grounds for invading Iraq are indisputably true of Iran. True, Iran has not launched full-scale invasions against its neighbors as Saddam Hussein did against both Iran and Kuwait. Instead, it has been skillful in conducting its military adventures so as to avoid the wrath of the West. For the past 20 years, Iran has masterfully used Hizballah as a proxy, maintaining a veneer of deniability. It has sponsored terrorists, working closely with al-Qaeda prior to 9/11, after which point it became expedient to maintain some distance from that network. And while the world had become obsessed with Osama bin Laden and his lieutenants, it forgot that the most dangerous of all terrorists before the advent of al-Qaeda, a Lebanese Shiite by the name of Imad Mohnia, who was responsible for the death and kidnapping of the biggest number of Americans until 9/11, was alive and well and a frequent welcome visitor to Tehran until he was blown up by a car bomb in Damascus early in 2008. The Iranian threat is a top priority of the U.S. defense and foreign policy establishment. This threat has appeared particularly urgent ever since Western intelligence agencies, the CIA and the Mossad, as well as MI6, the French DGSE, and the German intelligence service, suddenly realized in 2002 that despite their concerted and often coordinated efforts to track the development of Iran's nuclear program, and their overall assessment that Iran's nuclear ambitions were being successfully contained, the Iranians had been able to fool them. Their nuclear program has advanced to the point where production of an Iranian nuclear bomb is now probably no more than a few years away. This unsettling discovery raises a fundamental question. What exactly are Iran's nuclear ambitions? When the day dawns, as it may well soon do, and Iran is in possession of a nuclear bomb, what will it use it for? According to a CNN USA Today Gallup poll from 2006, over 80% of Americans believe that Iran would supply nuclear weapons to terrorists to be used against the United States. Many in the U.S. defense establishment agree. Indeed, the Pentagon and the CIA, in close cooperation with Israel's Mossad and the Israeli Air Force, are drawing up plans to deliver a knockout blow to Iran's nuclear installations before any weapons are produced. However, it is also possible, some would say probable, that the main purpose for which Iran wants nuclear weapons is to deter the United States from doing to Iran what it has done to Saddam Hussein. What is clear today is that any decision to strike Iran from a distance, much less invade it, can only be made against the background of the bitter experience in Iraq. America went to war against one man, Saddam, and defeated him only to become mired in the quicksand of the complex and intractable tribal and religious conflicts of an entire country. If there is one thing that